What's the secret behind elite fighters like Manny Pacquiao and Canelo Alvarez? It's not just skill, it's a core built for power, balance, and endurance. Punch force doesn't come from big arms, it starts in the trunk. In this video, we'll show you the only way to train your core for real boxing performance, from beginner basics to explosive drills, all with little to no equipment. For a lot of boxers, core training still means endless crunches and sit-ups. And while the dedication is there, the real problem lies in the strategy. These exercises mainly target the rectus abdominis, the surface-level six-pack muscle, and completely miss the deeper, more essential muscles like the obliques and transverse abdominis. These are the muscles responsible for rotational strength, trunk control, and the stability that boxing demands. Boxing isn't about flexing forward, it's about transferring power efficiently from your legs through your core to your fists. If your core can't stabilize or rotate under pressure, that force leaks out. You can have explosive legs and fast hands, but without a strong functional core connecting the two, your punches will always fall short. Think of your core like the transmission in a car. The engine might be powerful, but without a properly functioning transmission, that power never reaches the wheels. Research backs this up. Studies show that lean muscle mass in the trunk is the single greatest predictor of punch force. Rotational strength, specifically, has been linked to punching velocity, with correlations as high as 0.9. That's not just a stat, it's a game changer. This is why traditional abs workouts fall flat for fighters. They train your body to move in one direction, forward, when boxing is about rotation, bracing, and rapid directional change. The real mistake isn't just what exercises you do, but what your core is being trained to do. The goal of functional core training is to build coordination, control, and explosive force across the entire kinetic chain. Instead of isolating muscles, you train the full system. Your ability to resist unwanted movement, rotate with control, and stabilize under pressure. This makes your punches cleaner, your footwork sharper, and your recovery faster. And you don't need fancy equipment, just intentional, targeted movements like anti-rotation holds, controlled breathing in planks, or explosive med ball throws can completely shift your performance. You're not just training for aesthetics, you're training to dominate every exchange in the ring. So if you're still chasing the burn with sit-ups, it's time to upgrade your mindset. Real boxing core training means teaching your body to stabilize, rotate, and transfer force with precision. That's how you build a core that delivers knockout power, not just looks good in the mirror. Before we get to the advanced stuff though, it starts with a rock-solid foundation. Let's break down the essential exercises every boxer needs to master first. If you want a core that delivers real performance in the ring, not just a six-pack, you need more than crunches. You need a system. In boxing, your core is the link that connects your legs to your fists. Without it, your power leaks, your balance suffers, and your endurance fades. That's why we're breaking this down into a structured three-phase progression: stability, rotation, and explosion, each matched to your current level: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. We'll start with stability, the beginner phase. This is your foundation. Before you can rotate or explode, you need control. Exercises like planks and bird dogs teach your body to brace under tension and resist movement. These aren't flashy, but they're essential. You'll also learn how to breathe properly under pressure, building calm, controlled tension that mimics real fight conditions. Next, we move into rotation, the intermediate phase. Once you can stabilize, it's time to train how to twist and transfer force. Rotational drills like Russian twists, side planks with hip dips, and med ball rotational throws build the torque that makes punches snap. Research shows that rotational strength is one of the strongest predictors of punch velocity, with correlations as high as 0.9. If you want speed and power, you need this phase. Finally, we hit explosion, the advanced phase. This is where it all comes together. You've built the strength and control, now you train to use it instantly. Hanging knee raises, plank to push-ups, and medicine ball slams. Condition your core to fire fast and recover faster. These moves mimic the dynamic demands of boxing: quick reactions, powerful movements, and balance under chaos. Each level builds on the last. You'll train smarter, not just harder. And best of all, you won't need any expensive equipment, just focus, form, and consistency. Now let's break down each routine. Starting with the beginner phase, core stability. Every great boxer starts from the ground up, and that begins with core stability. In this beginner routine, the goal is to build control, alignment, and breath awareness. This phase teaches your body to brace, balance, and resist movement, forming the foundation for every punch, pivot, and slip you'll perform in the ring. Start with the plank, the cornerstone of core stability. Instead of chasing long holds, aim for short sets of 20 to 30 seconds with perfect form. Elbows under shoulders, spine neutral, glutes and quads tight. The key detail here is your breathing. Inhale through your nose, expand your belly, then exhale slowly and completely through your nose. This activates your deep core and simulates the controlled tension needed during a fight. Follow that with the bird dog, a deceptively simple move that challenges your ability to stabilize while moving. On all fours, extend one arm and the opposite leg, keeping your spine flat and hips level. Hold for a moment, then return slowly and switch sides. Perform 6 to 8 reps per side. Move with intention. Your focus is control, not speed. Next, add the glute bridge. Lie on your back with knees bent, feet flat. Press through your heels and lift your hips until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Squeeze your glutes at the top and pause. This teaches your posterior chain to work in sync with your core, essential for balance and power transfer. Wrap up the routine with the dead bug. Lie on your back, arms extended to the ceiling, knees bent at 90 degrees. Slowly lower one arm and the opposite leg toward the floor, keeping your lower back pressed down. Return and switch sides. Perform 6 to 8 reps per side. This reinforces core stability while simulating the cross-body coordination needed in boxing. Perform this routine 2 to 3 times per week, with 30 to 45 seconds of rest between each exercise. Start with planks, 20 to 30 seconds. Then move to bird dogs, 6 to 8 slow reps per side, followed by glute bridges, 10 to 12 reps with a pause at the top, and finish with dead bugs, 6 to 8 reps per side. 1 to 2 rounds is plenty for beginners. Just focus on clean movement, full body tension, and steady nasal breathing throughout. You're not just building muscle, you're teaching your body how to balance, brace, and coordinate under pressure. Once these fundamentals feel locked in, you'll be ready to level up into the next phase, rotational power. Once your core is stable, it's time to add rotation, the key to generating real punch power. In this intermediate routine, the goal is to develop rotational strength, trunk control, and dynamic coordination. This phase teaches your body to twist with force and return to center with control, which is essential for every hook, slip, and counter punch you throw. Start with the Russian twist, a classic rotational drill that targets the obliques. Sit on the floor with your knees bent, feet slightly lifted or grounded, and hold a light weight or medicine ball. Keep your back straight as you rotate side to side, tapping the ball near your hips. Perform 10 to 12 slow, deliberate reps per side. Don't rush through it. Focus on keeping your core braced and your movement controlled. Next, move to the side plank with hip dips. Get into a side plank position with your elbow under your shoulder and feet stacked. Lower your hips toward the floor, then raise them back to plank. This dynamic side-to-side motion builds lateral strength while forcing your core to stabilize through movement. Perform 6 to 8 dips per side, maintaining a straight line from head to feet. Now it's time to introduce power with the medicine ball rotational throw. Stand sideways to a wall with your feet shoulder width apart and knees slightly bent. Hold a 6 to 8 kilogram medicine ball at chest height. Pivot your back foot, rotate your hips and core, and throw the ball into the wall as hard as you can. Catch the rebound, reset, and repeat for 8 to 10 reps per side. This simulates the explosive twist behind a powerful punch. Wrap up with standing resistance band rotations. Attach a band at chest height, stand perpendicular to it, and hold it with both hands out in front. With your hips square, rotate your torso away from the anchor point, then return slowly. Perform 10 to 12 reps per side. Keep the movement smooth and led by your core, not your arms. Perform this routine 2 to 3 times per week, resting 30 to 45 seconds between exercises. Start with Russian twists, 10 to 12 slow reps per side, followed by side planks with hip dips, 6 to 8 dips per side. Then move into medicine ball rotational throws, 8 to 10 explosive reps per side, and finish with standing resistance band rotations, 10 to 12 controlled reps per side. 1 to 2 rounds is plenty at this level. Focus on smooth, powerful movement and precise control. This phase will sharpen your ability to generate torque, tighten your defensive angles, and set the stage for explosive performance in the advanced routine. With stability and rotation mastered, the final step is explosiveness, teaching your core to fire instantly, recover quickly, and maintain control under high-speed demands. In this advanced routine, the goal is to develop rapid force production, reactive strength, and full body coordination. These are the qualities that give your punches snap, your counters speed, and your footwork the ability to reset in a flat. Start with the hanging knee raise, a go-to drill for explosive core activation. Hang from a pull-up bar with your arms fully extended. Engage your lats and brace your core, then drive your knees upward toward your chest in one smooth motion. Slowly lower your legs to the starting position. The ascent builds explosive strength, while the descent trains eccentric control. Aim for 8 to 10 reps, keeping your movement clean and fast, but never sloppy. Next, go into plank to push-ups. Begin in a forearm plank position with your body in a straight line. Press up onto one hand, then the other, moving into a high plank. Reverse the motion to return to your forearms. Alternate your leading arm with each rep. This challenges your core to engage quickly as your base shifts, training reactive stability and full body tension. Perform 8 to 10 controlled reps, keeping your hips level and minimizing sway. Then grab a medicine ball for slams. Stand tall with the ball overhead, feet shoulder width apart. Engage your core and slam the ball straight down with maximum force, using your entire body, especially your hips and trunk, to generate power. Reset and repeat. This movement loads your core like a spring and unleashes explosive energy, just like a knockout punch. Perform 8 to 10 reps, focusing on effort and form over speed. Finish with high knee sprinter switches, a no-equipment drill to tie everything together. Start in a tall plank position, then drive one knee toward your chest while keeping your spine aligned. Switch legs quickly, but with control, mimicking the core activation and timing needed during rapid footwork or sudden direction changes. Perform 10 to 12 switches per leg, moving with precision and rhythm. Perform this routine 2 to 3 times per week, resting 30 to 45 seconds between exercises. Begin with hanging knee raises, 8 to 10 reps. Move to plank to push-ups, 8 to 10 reps. Then hit medicine ball slams, 8 to 10 reps. And finish with high knee sprinter switches, 10 to 12 per leg. 1 to 2 rounds is plenty. Your focus is quality, explosiveness, and maintaining control at speed. This final phase turns your core into a real weapon, built for performance, not just aesthetics. To train your core like a real fighter, you need more than just a list of exercises. You need a plan. A complete boxing core routine targets every dimension of core performance: stability, rotation, and explosive power. When properly structured, this routine doesn't just complement your boxing, it transforms it. Start with a simple weekly structure: 2 days for stability work, 2 days for rotational strength, and 1 day for explosive core power. On your stability days, focus on foundational movements like planks and bird dogs, holding tight form and training your body to brace against movement. For rotation, work in Russian twists, side planks with hip dips, and resistance band rotations to build torque through the trunk. Finally, reserve 1 session for your high-intensity explosive drills like medicine ball slams, hanging knee raises, or sprinter switches, keeping them fast, focused, and crisp. You don't need to overhaul your schedule. Core training can be integrated into your existing boxing or strength sessions. Add 3 to 5 core movements to a full-body workout. Tack on a core finisher after sparring, or start your session with a 3-minute activation circuit. This keeps your core activated 3 to 4 times per week, improving not only strength and speed, but also injury resistance and endurance. As you progress, don't forget the principle of progressive overload. Add reps, reduce rest, increase tempo, or introduce new variations to keep your core adapting. Rotate exercises every few weeks to avoid plateaus and ensure you're targeting flexion, extension, lateral stability, and rotation from all angles. And just as important as your work is your recovery. End each session with 5 minutes of focused stretching, especially for your hip flexors and lower back. Stay hydrated, rest well, and listen to your body. These habits maximize gains and minimize setbacks. Your level of experience should guide your focus. Beginners should double down on mastering form and breath control through stability. Intermediate boxers can increase complexity and rotation. Advanced athletes should focus on explosive drills, but still revisit the basics regularly to keep that foundation rock solid. This is more than core training. It's about developing the qualities that define great fighters: control, balance, precision, and the ability to generate power in an instant. Follow this system, track your progress, and stay consistent. Your performance will show it in harder punches, sharper movement, and greater ring presence. Elite fighters don't rely on luck or just raw talent. They build their power from the core, literally. Studies show that trunk muscle mass and rotational strength are the top predictors of punch force. The legends like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather understood this and built their training around it. Now it's your turn. Start small. 3 10-minute core workouts a week, one for each phase: stability, rotation, and explosion. Keep it consistent. Focus on form, and the results will come. You'll feel it in your power, your defense, and your endurance. Remember, power starts from the ground up. Master your core, and the rest will follow. If you found this guide helpful, drop a like, subscribe for more fight-tested training content, and share your favorite core exercise or routine in the comments below. Let's build a stronger, smarter boxing community, one core at a time.